Hi, you're watching AniVerse English. You'll see for yourself just how strong Jinho is, the agency head declared. The bald man screamed in agony, pleading for help. Help. Suk Jinho threw him aside without hesitation. At that moment, a few more people approached, shouting, "Don't move. How dare you attack the green forest? You've got some nerve." Suk Jinho's mouth curled up in a smirk as he drew his sword. Without further delay, he dispatched all the people who came at him. The agency head watched proudly. I've heard stories about him growing stronger, but this is beyond my expectations. After Jinho dealt with the first front squad, the remaining members didn't dare to approach. Observing their lack of movement, Suk Jinho advanced, questioning, "What's the matter?" "Not coming." He continued, disdain evident in his tone. "How did such cowards infiltrate the 18 fortresses of the Green Forest? You lack even the most basic courage. If you're done, bring out your leader, that giant with the great axe." "Guy." Suk Jinho sneered, "These useless fools." Just as he spoke, the giant arrived with a machete in hand. He picked up one of his members and shouted, "Running away because of one kid? And you dare to call yourselves bandits of the Black Crow Fortress? You're better off dead." With those words, he forcefully smashed the person into the ground. The victim, writhing in pain, managed to sneer, "Fortress leader." The giant shifted his gaze from Suk Jinho to Ping Neon and smirked. It's pathetic to see a brat causing such a scene here. Since you've brought such an irresistible beauty with you, I'll ensure your end is as painless as possible." Suk Jinho responded casually, "Enough with the nonsense. Come, I want to end this swiftly." The giant's eyes widened at the bold statement, and he shouted, "This insolent brat." With determination, he slashed his weapon. Unexpectedly, Suk Jinho blocked the attack with just his bare hands. Everyone was stunned by this seemingly impossible moment, exclaiming, "Good heavens." Such an event had never occurred in the martial arts history of the Suk family. The giant man furrowed his brow, muttering, "To grab my sword with bare hands. How is this possible?" Suddenly, Suk Jinho shattered the weapon with just his hands, and the giant man met his demise. He lamented, "I, who ascended the Black Crow Fortress to the 18 fortresses of the Green Forest solely through my strength, defeated by this mere brat? There's no way." In the next moment, Suk Jinho smashed him into the ground, blood splashing all over his body. Suk Jinho remarked, "You are more pathetic than I thought." As the other bandits witnessed the death of their leader, they sneered, "The giant strength great axe has been defeated. We need to report this to the top." One of them attempted to run, thinking, "I need to secure the goods and make our escape. I must not let the goods be seized back." However, his escape was abruptly halted by Ping Neon, who questioned, "Yo, why such a hurry? Where are you going?" The man retorted, "Step aside, little girl," simultaneously contemplating, of all times, to think I encountered a woman from the Habukping family here. The goods are as good as lost, but at the very least, I need to escape, although it won't hurt to take down one girl. While he was deep in contemplation, Ping Neon unleashed a powerful punch to his stomach, stating, "You thought you could effortlessly subdue a delicate woman like me, didn't you?" Suk Jinho approached and said, "You've done well not letting him escape." Ping Neon replied, "Since the young master instructed us to keep an eye out for those who are looking for a chance to escape." Suk Jinho opened the mouth of the fainted bandit and checked something. Ping Neon asked, "What are you doing?" Suk Jinho replied, "If he commits suicide, there's no point in having captured him. So I'm checking to see if he has a poison pill hidden in his mouth." Ping Neon sneered, "You are meticulous." Suk Jinho said, "If you're going to do something, you should do it properly." Meanwhile, in the Habukping family, the person in the green robe was Ping Neon's father, Ping Jinguk, who said, "Tell me about the first young master of the Suk family." The disciple respectfully cupped his hands and said, "His name is Sukjin Ryong, Ping Jinguk. He's 25 years old. He's vying for the family succession against his younger siblings, and while his abilities are decent, he's reputed to be somewhat narrow-minded." Ping Jinguk inquired, "His martial arts?" The disciple answered, "He is not known to have any martial arts." Ping Jinguk sneered, "A man who hasn't mastered martial arts and isn't even the official heir yet dares to seek an engagement with our Neon? How presumptuous." The disciple intervened, "Family head, please calm down." Ping Jinguk composed himself, "Ahem, my apologies, I got a bit carried away. So what about Suk Jinho who was mentioned in the Guardbeck letter? What is he like? It was said that he managed to subdue the giant strength great axe, the disciple replied. Ping Jinguk pondered. Who? So, he's become a warrior comparable to the 6 dragons? And he's sharp enough to locate a fleeing thug. The contract offer from the Sookwind escort agency is also quite favorable. I also find it reassuring that he isn't just a fox calculating gains and losses. Most importantly, he has also succeeded in charming our Neon. The disciple interjected, I was just about to bring that up. Should we summon her back before rumors start spreading? Ping Jinguk nodded. Yes, send someone to bring her back. If he's the reason she refuses to return, tell him to accompany her. The disciple asked, the 4th young master? Ping Jinguk affirmed, yeah, I have to see him for myself. Meanwhile, the goods that were collected at the Black Crow Fortress. Nanny's eyes were full of happiness. Suk Jinho asked, Nanny, are you that happy? Well, we have been living in poverty for so long. With the bounty on the giant strength great axe, and with the sudden support from the family, our living conditions will improve. Nanny replied, it's not the wealth that makes me happy. I'm happy because it was sent by the manor master himself. Suk Jinho told her, I also didn't expect him to send so much after I declined his request to stay. Nanny asked, pardon? The manor master asked you to stay? Suk Jinho replied, don't be overly excited. I've already turned him down. Nanny said, that doesn't matter. I'm just happy because you finally received recognition. And isn't the Sookwind escort agency head saying you can come anytime to their place? Suk Jinho said, I don't want to go there either. Let's settle somewhere with clean air and peace. You like such places, don't you, Nanny? Nanny replied, any place is fine by me, as long as you're there. A few minutes later, Zhalong Maryang arrived, shouting, Young Master! Young Master! Observing him approaching, Suk Jinho sneered, A troublesome guy has arrived. Nanny added with a chuckle, Ho ho, that's the charm of Maryang. Suk Jinho remarked, it'd be nice if he could speak more quietly. What? Who made you like this? Nanny also inquired, Maryang, what happened to you? Zhalong Maryang, breathing heavily, asked, pardon? Do you mean my face? Suk Jinho nodded and questioned, yeah. Have you gotten into a fight? Zhalong Maryang replied, well, what happened is. After he recounted everything, Suk Jinho said, so, you're saying that the 7th group leader, Bong Wuryang, saw you picking a fight with No Chusam from the manor guards, so he gave you a beating while reprimanding you. Zhalong Maryang nodded, yes. Young Master, a servant without a patron is often at the mercy of the martial artists from the manor guards. Suk Jinho asked, why don't you belong anywhere? Zhalong Maryang replied, you said I'm still under the young master's observation. Suk Jinho yawned, sigh. This is my negligence. I never gave a firm answer. Then he walked forward, urging, follow me, Maryang. Zhalong Maryang asked, pardon? Young master, where are we going? Suk Jinho replied, I can't tolerate my people being mistreated. Zhalong Maryang asked, what? Yo, your people? You mean me? Suk Jinho nodded, yeah. So hurry up and follow. Zhalong Maryang expressed his gratitude, young master. Thank you. I will serve you with all my might. At the manor guards of the manor pavilion. Young master, I'm just a servant. You shouldn't. One of them began. Suk Jinho interrupted firmly, it doesn't matter whether you're a servant or a warrior. Attacking you is the same as disrespecting me. From now on, don't forget that you're one of my people, and act accordingly. A bright smile appeared on Zhalong Maryang's face. Yes, I understand. As he passed through, 2 people saw him and sneered. Huh? Young master. One of them questioned, what brings you to this place? Suk Jinho turned back and urged, tell the 7th group leader Bong Wuryang to come see me. The person nodded, yes. Ah, understood. As more people approached, hurling insults, you son of a bitch. Suk Jinho gritted his teeth and demanded, what? You son of a bitch. That person stammered, I mean. Suk Jinho said with cold eyes, do you think I'm someone you can trifle with? That person frowned and suddenly changed his statement, that's not what I meant. While he murmured to himself, what's with this pressure? I've heard the rumors, but I didn't expect it to be this extent. The other disciples urged, young master, please calm down your anger. Suk Jinho shouted, calm down. After they've disrespected me and my people? Anyway, You're all just in it for the contract, aren't you? So you don't care about a bastard son, nor their servant. After all, you'll leave once your contract is up. As he was speaking, someone shouted from behind, "Stop. What's the meaning of this, fourth young master?" He was the manor guard of the manor's 7th group leader, Bong Wuryung. Suk Jinho said, "Ah, you've finally arrived, Bong Wuryung, the 7th group leader. I was trying to teach these clueless fools and their leader who doesn't know their place." Bong Wuryung questioned in anger, "Just now. What did you say?" Suk Jinho replied, "You've sold your pride for money, and now it appears you've lost the pride of a warrior as well." Bong Wuryung shouted, "You've crossed the line." With that said, he drew his sword and rushed forward. "Let me impart some wisdom to you." Suk Jinho effortlessly dodged his attack and thought, something like this is considered first-rate? His movements are just full of flaws. Bong Wuryung tried multiple times, but couldn't even place the sword on him and thought, to dodge my attacks with such ease, genius or not, this is impossible. It seems the rumors weren't exaggerated. Suk Jinho declared, "It's time to end this." With that said, he stopped the sword with his 2 fingers and said, "You are not as skilled as I thought." While he murmured to himself, "If it were in the past, I would have taken his life by now. But that's not something I can do now. I'll make sure to send a clear message so that no one in this family would ever dare to underestimate me again." In the next moment, he snatched the sword from his hand and pointed it back towards him. Witnessing the scenario, the other disciples discussed, to think that the 7th group leader would be defeated so easily. Another one added, "How did the 4th young master become so powerful?" Suk Jinho asked, "Shouldn't you pay the price for poorly training your men and trying to disrespect me?" In the climactic situation, another voice came calling him, "4th young master. For the sake of my face, please stop." That bald man was the manor leader of the manor guards, Ma Chong-san. "I will make Wuryung and Chu-sam apologize. Furthermore, I will administer appropriate disciplinary actions." Suk Jinho saw him and thought, He was brought here by the Supreme Elder himself and has been the leader of the manor guards for over 20 years. He is a true warrior at heart. With that thought, he threw the sword and said, "Out of respect for you, the leader, I will end this here. But if something like this happens again, I won't let it pass so easily." Ma Chong-san said to Wuryung and Chu-sam, "You should apologize now." Both of them nodded. "Yes, leader." Bong Wuryung accepted, "I have committed a grave mistake. Please forgive me." Chu-sam added, "I am sorry." Suk Jinho said, "Isn't there someone else you should be apologizing to?" Then, Chu-sam turned to Jalong Maryung and apologized. "I've committed a mistake. Please forgive me." Hearing that, Jalong Maryung was a little bit shocked. Suk Jinho asked, "What are you waiting for? Decide quickly." Jalong Maryung said, "It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes." Ma Chong-san asked, "Should we settle it at this, then?" Suk Jinho nodded. "Let's do that." With that said, he departed. Ma Chong-san looked at them and thought, I wondered why the Habukping family was putting in so much effort. Turns out a monster has appeared in the Suk family. After that day, Jong Maryung and Takyun dedicated themselves to training even harder. Jong Maryung, who had been officially recognized as my follower, was immensely pleased, so his enthusiasm surged even higher. No longer concerned with the watchful eyes around him, his shoulders were held high, which was preferable to him boasting around anywhere. Jong Maryung said, "As I, Jong Maryung, became the young master person, I must grow stronger, right?" Suk Jinho replied, "Suit yourself." Besides Jong Maryung, other bothersome guests continued to visit frequently. Now it seems like I have just adapted to it, or more accurately, it just became part of my daily routine. Ping Nayeon said, "Nanny, we've come today as well." Nanny replied, "I thought they might not since it's already late. I'll prepare a meal." Ping Nayeon informed her, "And we have one more person with us today." Nanny said, "Pardon? One more?" Ping Nayeon greeted, "Good morning. Young Master Suk." Suk Jinho sneered, "You've brought in a new guest today, I see." That person greeted, "Pleased to meet you." Then he introduced himself, "I am Ping Mugyeon of the Habepung family. I am Nayeon's older brother." Oraboni means brother. I apologize for the sudden visit. I would have reached out beforehand, but I was concerned the message might not be delivered. Suk Jinho said, "No worries. This isn't the first time something like this has happened. Please, come inside." Ping Nayeon interrupted, "Is all this necessary?" Ping Mugyeon replied, I'm worried the young master might feel burdened. If it's too difficult to bring him back to the family, I should at least meet him. Everyone is curious about who could turn such a wild colt into a lady. As they moved forward, Ping Naeon turned back and whispered, "Be careful. If you speak out of turn, not even the Oriboni will be spared." Ping Magion murmured, "Tisk, it's clear that Naeon has fallen deeply. He seems to be a worthy man to make you like that." Hannah. Inside, Ping Magion had placed a sword. Suk Jinho asked, "What is this?" Ping Magion replied, "Naeon insists as she is indebted to you and has asked me to give you this. It's a sword crafted by our family's master smith." Suk Jinho stared at the sword. Then he picked it up and said with a smile, "This sword is well crafted. It's perfectly balanced. I'm not sure if I'm worthy of such a fine sword." Ping Naeon said with joy, "I'm glad you like it." Ping Magion looked at her and contemplated. Who knew such a mischievous girl could show such courtesy? Suk Jinho asked, "More importantly, isn't your family head worried? Since she's been at the Suk family for over a month now." Ping Magion answered, "He's quite concerned. However, since my father is only third in the hierarchy, his hands are tied too." Suk Jinho asked, "The third?" Ping Magion nodded, "Yes. The first is my mother, and the second is Naeon." Ping Naeon interrupted, "Brother, what are you saying?" Ping Magion said, "You saw it, right? I'll say no more. First is mother, second is Naeon, third is father, and fourth is me. Since I'm the lowest in the hierarchy." Suk Jinho thought, his temples look bland. It lacks distinctive or impressive qualities. Yet, instinctively, I feel he is way superior to me in skills. Gardbeck said that he's an expert at manipulating his internal energy. On the other hand, Ping Magion was thinking, I'd like to challenge him to a duel, but it's not something I can just ask for out of the blue. Then Suk Jinho said, "Now that I've received such a generous gift, I want to try it. Would it be all right for me to request a duel?" Ping Magion replied, "Exactly what I wanted." Then he contemplated, his perception is impressive. He won't be an easy opponent. Now, the stage was set. The battle between Ping Magion and Suk Jinho. Suk Jinho thought, the duel will be a spectacle worthy of showing to Mariung and Yoon. Since I was the one who proposed the duel, it's good to put on a good show. With his competitive spirit, it was inevitable that we would cross swords sooner or later. Ping Magion declared, "I'm ready." Suk Jinho nodded, "I'm ready as well." Then, let's begin. With that said, he charged forward and made his first attack. Ping Magion blocked the attack but was surprised. I thought he would avoid a confrontation since the sword is new to him, yet he charged in straight? He seems rather reckless. With that thought, he pushed him back and attacked, but was taken aback. Ping Magion murmured to himself. The attack was on point but in an instant. Then the two exchanged a couple of attacks and defenses. The battle continued for a minute. Ping Magion seemed to be tired. Yoon said with a smile, "Young master, this is the duel of true masters." Baeksangan said, "This is quite surprising." Ping Naeon added, "Indeed. I thought brother would dominate in a confrontation." Meanwhile, Ping Magion sneered, "Damn it. To be pushed back this easily. I refuse to lose. I, who was known as the soaring fierce tiger in the Jianghu, won't be overcome so easily." With that said, he channeled his martial powers through his sword. Suk Jinho murmured, "So you're saying you won't go down without a fight?" Both of their martial powers collided, creating a huge pressure. Yoon said, "Truly. Such incredible martial prowess." Jalong Mariung added, "I must capture every detail with my eyes." With a relentless display of martial powers, Suk Jinho thought, the disparity in stature, the reach of the arms. To overcome these differences, I must close in. Then he moved forward, dodging every attack. For me, who have faced the 5 tigers breaking the gate sword to the extreme in my past life, a novice who hasn't even reached perfection won't pose a threat to me. But I can't just let it end like this. It's not often I get the chance to awaken my senses from my past life. Ping Magion saw him and pondered, laughing in this situation. Is this a cue for me to show my trump card? Very well, I'll show you. The ultimate technique passed down by the family head of the Habukpung family. The chaotic origin thunderous divine arts. Chant. Derouse divine arts. Seeing the multiple attacks, Suk Jinho stopped and grabbed his sword. And then, with one slash, he dissipated Ping Mujin's special attack. Witnessing his ultimate powers, Ping Magian was stunned. Then, he said, I concede. There's nothing left for me to show. Suk Jinho replied with a smile, thank you for your effort. Ping Magian moved forward with a smile and said, I was a bit hurt that Nayeon didn't cheer for me. It seems she knew this would happen. I've learned a lot, truly. Suk Jinho said, it was a good experience for me as well. Ping Magian chuckled, haha. I've never felt so helpless before. Even sparring with the 6 dragons wasn't this tough. Suk Jinho suggested, well, it seems like it's about time for lunch. Shall we dine together? My nanny is an excellent cook. Sounds good, Ping Magian agreed. I'm eager to try the dishes that Nayeon has been raving about. As they made their way inside, Ping Magian pondered, since I briefly saw the first young master yesterday, I thought the rumors were exaggerated. I wasn't expecting much. It's really hard to believe they're brothers. Baeksangan inquired, what are your thoughts after engaging with him directly? Ping Magian replied, what's there to say? In both skill and character, he's beyond what Guard Baek has described. Becoming a family doesn't seem like a bad idea at all. In the Supreme Elder's quarters, Armwind Thunder Tiger, huh? Jinho has earned quite an impressive nickname. The man in the white robe responded, that's what's troubling. When word spreads that the young master of the Peng family came for a duel, the news will soon become known to the world. The Supreme Elders inquired, Peng family. I heard they rejected Jin Ryong's marriage proposal. The man in the white robe replied, ahem. It was an outright rejection. The fact that Jinho left the manor for the escort mission conference right after deciding to participate means he doesn't care about Jin Ryong at all. The Supreme Elder remarked, but I heard Jinho isn't that interested in the Sookwind escort agency, so his sudden interest in the escort mission conference is puzzling. The man in the white robe responded, I'm curious about that as well. However, if Jinho makes a move, it will raise the prestige of the Sook family. So, whatever his purpose in participating, it seems like it will be beneficial. The Supreme Elder concluded, it does make one excited to see what will happen next.